Welcome, welcome. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Tuesday. Yes, I had to get it right. Uh, can't wait to get it cracking today. We had a great day yesterday. We're going to continue it today. I'm trying to get, let me see, have y'all got, okay, there I am right there. So now I can share the show. So do me a favor, when you first come on, share the show. When you walk in the door, I should have said share the show when you walk in the door. But I'm sharing it to my groups. I go over to YouTube and I'm gonna share it over there too. I'm gonna go and share it to my Twitter. Let's go. Watch this. Okay, here we go. But yeah, it's Tuesday. Yesterday, friends of mine was calling me. Shout out to them too, man. They just calling and just said, Robert, I had no idea. Uh, um, I had no idea that that Adam Clayton Powell was who he was. Robert, I mean, somebody just asked me a second ago, what is my 12 little thing this month? I don't know yet. I don't know. Uh, I don't know yet. I got to, every month I'm going to find something that I never done before to challenge me so I can have 12 things by the time I'm going to give it a year. By the time next year come, I would have done something that I haven't done before. So last month I had two things. So I haven't figured out what I want to do this month because it takes careful thought. But it's something I'm going to do in the month of December that I've never did before that can enhance my life, that can help me, stuff that I always wanted to do and didn't do. Read this book called Give Me a Year by Shonda Scott. And she came on the show and she got me thinking. Some friend of mine who got the book just texted me and said, hey, man, what's your thing for this month? I don't know. I'm trying to pick. Because I have several things. Then I just try to narrow it down and pick one. But what else going on? Let's see. Hold up. Drop stuff. Let me look at where I'm share the show, everybody. Did I share it? Yes, I think I did. I think I shared the show. Yeah. But share the show and make sure you let your friends tell your friends. The Chop Shop is on right now. Let's make it happen. I know we on time. Y'all, I'm on time. I know y'all be a little late. I know everybody can't get here at 12, so I give you a chance. So let me see. I got my stuff set here, but sometimes when I get on the show, people be calling me and said, Rob, are texting me or sending me stuff that they probably want to talk about. Brandon Weefall, Tyrone Caldwell, Corey Willis. Corey Willis, man, I ain't seen you in a long time. Mr. Bartholomew, what's happening in the news? What happened? Tell me what happened that Joe Lewis, tell me what happened that y'all said, you know what, Hannah, what do you think about this? Maybe y'all had something to make you say, let me talk to Hannah. Darryl Barnes said he out there in Iowa. But I want to know what's happening. What's happening in Iowa? What's happening in your life? What happened over the weekend? What happened on the news? What happened in sports? What happened? It's a lot of stuff happened to me, but some of the stuff I can't share with you because this not the place. I gotta. One of these days, I'm just gonna get in the studio, and I'm just gonna tape a show and then put it out for y'all. You follow me? And would y'all like that? It ain't gonna be live. I'm just gonna tape some because it's some stuff that I want to share with y'all. Like my partner called me. He said, "Man, you should have kept going about Adam Clayton Powell. I said, I know it, but sometimes, I don't want to give it to you all at once. I want to give it to you in bits and pieces. He said he immediately called every last one of his kids and made sure they knew who this man was. And he was like me. He had to be grown ass men to find out who this guy was. So, but he said Trump freed a drug dealer, but blowing up drug boats near Venezuela is crazy. Trump freed a drug dealer, but blowing up drug boats near Venezuela. You know what? Why? See, Daryl Barnes, stuff like that I saw, but I just don't think it's worth talking about. I'm not a drug dealer. I don't have a drug boat, and I don't live in Venezuela. Shit, I'm having a hard time over here. So, but maybe, just maybe, you got a reason. But I'm not going to talk too much about that because that don't free us. If y'all notice, everything that I talk about, I'm trying to hit to the next generation a message. So what's your message here? Tell kids, if you're a drug dealer, you can get freed by Trump and he'll blow up a drug boat near Venezuela. I don't know. I don't even know where to start even talking about that. Cause it don't affect me. You follow me? It's some more stuff that's happening in that White House that's affecting me. That ain't affecting me. Do anybody understand what I'm talking about? But I'm glad you put that up there, Darryl Barnes, because that fancies you. But how does it free us? At least when we talk about the 20 NBA 20 game, we at the 20 game mark. You got some kids from our community in the NBA, so it's necessarily affecting us. We got a guy like me that worked in the NBA and worked with the NBA for 20 years. That affects us. We got young guys growing up want to go to the NBA, want to go to college. That affects us. But Trump freeing a drug dealer, but blowing up drug boats near Venezuela is crazy. I mean, help me now. What's up, Eric Harris? Help me there. My girl, Belinda's in the building. Y'all help me. Gerald, I hope you understand what I mean. And I mean, I don't even know what to talk. I wish I could talk with you about it. But there's some more stuff they doing in that White House that's affecting us. And we don't know. And I'm going to tell y'all, man, it's, you know, I'm just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Curtis Brown. I mean, Curtis, I wish I knew what to say. I love his comment, but I hate that I don't even have nothing to talk. I saw it, but I just said, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, Curtis. I'm not surprised, Darryl Barnes. That's all I can say. Y'all got to realize, I tried to tell everybody in the world that would listen to me about this term and this second term. I gave to a presidential campaign that I ain't never gave that much of my time and my resources to help Kamala Harris win. Because I know how crazy this stuff was going to happen. The problem is a lot of us didn't understand. Curtis, I don't know if you were around, Curtis. When I mentioned Project 2025 before anybody, to Roger P. Henson ever said it on the BET Awards, but I talked about it on this show. So I was campaigning because I knew it's bigger than Trump. We talking about Trump. No, man. Russell Vogt, Steve Bannon. What's that other Steve? What's that other dude? Steve something. Them the dudes that's trying to hurt us. We already know. We ain't brought no drugs over here. You follow me? Curtis Brown said, there's too much going on in our community that needs to be addressed. Our people are just not informed enough to be concerned. But Curtis, I know. And we got to be, Curtis, it ain't no lot of work. If it's a lot of us, Curtis, what if I had, watch this, Curtis. What if we had 100 Curtis Browns on here right now? 100 Patrick Hendricks, 100 Eric Harrison's on here, 100 Belinda Johnson's on here. What if we had 100 all of y'all on here at the same time with the same message and the same, and all of us? Can we move the needle? We can't. If it's a lot of us, then we don't expect. If a lot, man, ain't nothing like the power in numbers. But I need, yo, we need thousands and thousands of people on this show watching this at the same time. Because it's going to be a coming time. I'm going to say, man, we need to do this right now. It's going to take thousands of us to do it. But guess what? We won't even share the show. You follow me? I ain't mad. I'm just saying we got the power. We got the power. Thank you, Darryl Barnes, because Darryl Barnes, you done got me. You gonna bring something out of me, Darryl Barnes. You gonna bring something out of me. I ain't ready, Darryl Barnes. I got something that I ain't ready to unleash. But Darryl Barnes, I'm gonna bring a piece. I tell you, I'm gonna bring a little bit out of it. But Darryl Barnes, shout out to TSU basketball this weekend, Saturday at 4 o'clock. They playing Sam Houston State. Sam Houston State, they got a young man. I don't know how many kids they got from Memphis. They got one young kid that I watched play a little bit when he was a youngster. I'm trying to find him. Justin Begg, he's playing on that Sam Houston team. Let me see, Sam Houston basketball. Sam Houston basketball. Wait, I hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button here. Yeah. Let me see if they got anybody else on here. But they play against TSU. That's gonna be a competitive game. That's gonna be a competitive game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling you, that game gonna be that's gonna be a good one. And I'm looking up the boys men's basketball, not boys, men's basketball right now. And I'm trying to see who else they got from Houston. Maybe y'all know, somebody know, put it up on the screen for me. Barry McDonald is in the building. Barry, okay, Barry, the website is not that nice. Noah Benny, Fort Bend Christian, okay. He from Sugar Land. All right, let's see. Justin Begg, who I know was there. Another kid, Nathan Wynn. He went to St. Thomas Episcopal. Okay. Oh, that's another one. Oh, I remember that. I remember that. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave that because y'all ain't no good. So I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. And that's it. And Jacob Walker. Oh no, Jacob Walker's from Memphis. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they play against TSU this weekend, 4 o'clock. Hope to see y'all out there. I keep trying to tell you what would make y'all come out there to the game. And then I want to share with y'all. We're gonna talk about the NBA. I told y'all 20 games in the season. We're gonna revisit this thing. So we're gonna revisit today. So you can get your little notes on the surprises you see in the NBA, some of the disappointments. Oh my God, I got a couple of them. But you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about something, man. I was thinking about something. LSU, school, Lane Kiffin. You know, school. My partner got the golf bag. His daughter go there. One of my partners passed by his house. He got the LSU flag flying in front of his house because his daughter go there. Um, y'all, I love my son to death, but I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. His flag, Cornell flag, is not flying in front of my house. It just ain't. It ain't just ain't gonna happen. But hey, now I did have a Cornell golf bag he gave me for Christmas. But I need a new one. But LSU, y'all help me, has spent $97 million just to get rid of coaches in the last 10 years. $97 million just to get rid of coaches. Right. Then the new coach they just hired, Lane Kiffin, gets 91 million. Yet Louisiana is the second poorest state in the nation. And rate of child poverty. Make it make sense to me. Because then I saw welcome to the boot billboards all around the state. I think I got one for y'all. For old Lane Kiffin. Y'all make it make sense to me. That's all I ask. I ain't trying to argue with nobody. We get more excited about football than we do educational leaders. Which means those athletes really have real power. If they would only shun anti-DEI states and don't go to none of them anti-DEI, these policies will drop immediately. I did not say, not one time, the state fund LSU football. That did not come out of my mouth, not one time. But I did say, and I'm gonna repeat it again. I can't let nobody overshadow what I said. Listen to what I just said. I don't give a fat rat's ass about who funds LSU football. I'm telling you is LSU spent 97 million just to get rid of coaches in the last 10 years, and just gave this new coach 91 million, and yet Louisiana is the second poorest in the nation, and the rate of child poverty, and make it make sense. So all I'm saying is football to those private who you said, hold up, to those private money. Football is more important because of the private money they rich. Football is more important than helping the people in the state. That's why I said make it make sense. You just added to what they already do. I said make it make sense. What you just said makes no sense because that ain't the hell I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that we get more excited about football than educational leaders. That's the point. I ain't talking about it's private money. Well, then change that private money to give. Excuse me. If them black athletes said, I ain't gonna play, y'all need to get some of this money somewhere else. I ain't gonna play. I don't like the DEI policy. That's the point. I don't care. Not one time did I say the state gives LSU no money. Not one time. I'm just saying, you spent $97 million just to get rid of coaches, and just gave this other clown $91 million. And then Landry, the governor, got something to say about, I'm going to watch. I ain't going to let him hire the next coach. I'm not going to let him hire the next coach. Hold up. They getting in coaches' business. Y'all hold up. Y'all hold up. Y'all just hold up, man. You're getting in coaches' business. But Governor, why? Mr. Governor, you getting in football business where the private money is set up. See, y'all, I'm not a fan. Ladies, what's up, Robert Young? I'm just not a fan. I'm just not a fan. Fan is for fanatic. All I'm saying, man, sometimes somebody got to bring it up. I know it's me. Sometimes we got to bring it up. Y'all, I was just sitting there watching. I'm sitting there adding them. Yeah, I was pocket. I said, man, they paying $97 million. And then they mad when the players get a little money. Because the players look like them poor people in Louisiana. We want to keep them poor. We'll give one of y'all something. We ain't gonna get, we can't have a lot of y'all having nothing. Why? And that's what I said, Bob. Make it make sense. Make it make sense for me. People calling me, man, Lane Kiffin came. Yeah, I don't think Lane Kiffin is a villain. And I don't think any of them players are victims. Well, Robert, he left. There's some starting quarterbacks that not went to the bowl game because they said, no, y'all going on. Lane Kiffin, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep it real. He went to LSU because he thought it was best for him and his family. The same way Robert Young gonna do for Rosen Taylor. The same thing Eric Boone gonna do for Amira. The same thing that Bob gonna do for his family. The same thing that Eric Harrison gonna do for his family. The same thing that Barry McDonald gonna do for his family. Chris Brown gonna do the same thing for his family. And ladies and gentlemen, he's gonna get fired from LSU too. Ladies and gentlemen, Lane Kiffin, hold up. Let me find something. Y'all need to share this show because this about to get good. I love y'all. Keep your comments coming. Hold up. Watch this.
In coaching, you get elevated or you get terminated. Ain't no other way. You either elevated or terminated. And it ain't no graveyard for coaches where they die at the place. It don't work like that. They either gonna run you off or you gonna walk off upon your own recognizance. I've chosen to accept the job elsewhere next year. I'm going to finish what we started. We're going to dominate. I'm going to be here until that end and that conclusion. And then when that conclusion, we will move on.
See, he thought he could do like Dion. Y'all can't be mad at these coaches. Did y'all see what was happening? Watch this. This when this man got hit. They done found out what the private airport. They done found out what the private airport for. The private airport supposed to be private. Look what they saying to this man, man. They were sucking him off not too long ago. But look how they talking to him and his family right now. That's them Ole Miss fans. Fan, the root word for fanatic. That's dangerous. Them people knowing where this man's flight at. His part two. And some of them people brought their families out there. There was some kids out there, I heard. Country ass, Mississippi ass folks. And then on the other side, when he landed at LSU, watch this. All for a football coach. I guess the private donors paying for the private paying for the police escorts and everything too, Mr. Farr. No. No. Listen, you got to hear me. I'm not talking about Lane Kiffin. You got to hear the spirit. I'm telling you, I'm watching how fandom has went freaking rampant. But yo, he gonna get fired at LSU too. LSU fires almost every coach. Even two coaches that won championships. Boom, Robert Young. Les Miles with Ed Ogeron. I want to talk like that. If you stay around long enough, you get fired. So when people were calling me, they're my man. What about them players? What about them? They getting paid. What about them? But what about it? I'm just fandom, man. Wow. It's amazing to me. Great story. Thank you, Thaddeus Moody. Sent me a story. If y'all get a chance, go to what's that Paper City magazine. They always writing stuff up on U of H, Team U of H. And if anybody know the people at Paper City, write some on the other colleges too. Yeah, not just U of H. Write some up on TSU. Write some on St. Thomas. Write some on Rice. It's a little TSU. It's a little, U of H centric. But they wrote this guy Chris Baldwin wrote an article about Houston NIL. Ramon Walker uses his money to build his development future. He ain't going buying cars and clothes, all that old crazy stuff. He's building his real estate portfolio with his NIL money. Shout out to Ramon Walker. Matter of fact, he came on this show and announced that he was going to U of H, and several times people thought he was going to leave U of H, but that man stayed there through some lean times. Didn't play first 3 or 4 years, about 3 or 4 years, and now he's a valuable part of their team. He said, "Don't forget about P." What P? I don't know what you mean. Don't forget about P. What is P? I don't know what you're talking about. Then saw something because people always got something to say. Oh, Prairie View. Yes, Prairie View. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I just, somebody talk to him. But to all you people always, you swag haters and stuff like this. I want to play something for you. I want to play something for you. I want to play something for you. Let me find something. I got some. Watch this. Y'all humor me for a minute. Watch this.
We continue to want to highlight. We just finished our audit, and the revenue for fiscal year ending 25, we had a budget overall of $25,553,465. Now, keep in mind the SWAC, we have to generate all of that revenue. So you ask, what does that $25.5 million mean? We are,
just in case you don't know, that's Charles McClellan, the commissioner of the SWAC. And he's talking about the SWAC. I should have set it up for you. I apologize. That's Charles McClellan, the commissioner of the SWAC.
and have the largest revenue of any FCS country in the nation. So when you start talking about who we are now the biggest and the baddest when it comes to the revenue generating. But more importantly, we distributed back to our membership 15,956,000, which is 62% of the overall revenue. One of the things that I'm most proud of, I don't have the numbers for this year simply because we're still calculating them, but the numbers were similar last year. We've generated about 2 million more this year than we did last year. The Southwestern Athletic Conference distributed back to its membership more than any other FCS conference had an overall budget in the nation. So when you talk about the strength, the SWAC is the biggest and the baddest. People often ask, where's the SWAC going? What's the future of the Southwestern Athletic Conference? Well, I'm here to tell you today the future is already here, and it's called SWAC TV. If you haven't downloaded, you need to download it. I have some numbers for that as well. We calculated our ESPN viewership in the prior fiscal year. There were some 20,216,000 minutes watched on the ESPN platforms. That's ESPN Plus and the linear television. We've started SWAC TV. We had our first games in September. We're about 2.5 months in. Now, keep in mind that ESPN number was the entire year. So far this year, SWAC TV, we've had 26,990,652 minutes watched. That equates to, and I did the numbers on this, 895,000 unique viewers have watched SWAC TV. There are more people watching SWAC TV for our games than there is for those individuals are watching ESPN. And what we want to do is open this up. It is very liberating to be able to have your own television network where you can show your content and you don't have to be constrained by the major networks, and to show definitively that our members, our viewers are as good as and better as some of our other networks. Now the revenue is starting to grow. The SWAC TV is going to
Google that. Did you hear what he said? Got your own network now. They don't give us no Oscars. They don't give us no Grammys. The Grammys are rigged. The Oscars are rigged. Go get your own. Guy came to me a long time ago. Man, I don't like how they doing these events. I don't like they doing this. I don't like how they handling all that. I don't like. I said, well, go get your own. He went and got his own. Y'all hear me? I know some of y'all don't like it. I know some of y'all just say, well, Roz, you just got to get on and get along. Some of us don't like this. I can tell. One of these days, I'm going to tell you why I can tell. I can't tell, I'm going to see. But y'all, listen to me. I don't know how to talk about this, but I was very saddened about this young man named Ethan Dietz. He was someone's son. He was someone's brother, someone's teammate, someone's best friend. He was more than just a JUCO basketball player. I didn't know him personally, but he seemed like an unbelievable human. I went and looked at some of his stuff. As a dad, as a guy who's coached young people before, it was always important for me to make sure my players were safe. When my son went on these trips to Vegas, and the coaches, they gone out hanging out in Vegas, I was the dad that came back to their hotel and sit out in front of their hotel just to monitor what was going on at the hotel and going around trying to make sure everybody else, because guess what? Ultimately, those kids were trusted in my care. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most vulnerable times in my life, Robert Young, that is Moody, was when my son called me in the middle of the night, told me how sick he was. And he told me his urine was real dark. And them coaches, I'm 1,700 miles away. 2 airline flights away from my son. And the coaches, 2 black men, took my son I got out of bed with their wives and went and took my son to the hospital. I'll never forget it. Never, ever, ladies and gentlemen, till I can get on that plane. You follow me? So, as a coach, as a parent, there's nothing more important than making sure your players are safe. Safe in the dorm, safe on campus, safe in town, safe on the court. But this young man, Ethan, his head got hit in the game. He went out the game, buckled over, went out the game, and kept touching on his head and sit him on the sideline. Nobody went over there to really care for him. Put him back in the game. Put him back in the game, ladies and gentlemen. What if that was your son? That is Moody. He passed away after sustaining a head injury doing Connor State men's basketball game last Tuesday. He's a sophomore forward at the college in Oklahoma. He's 20 years old. What was the medical staff? Look him up. Look at that kid. Videos emerged. Got elbowed and passed away days later. See, ladies and gentlemen, I know I can come. Y'all, I know y'all want me to. Yo, this real life. Brandon Wheatfall got a son up there playing. How could you handle somebody's precious young? He never got looked at. Looking at the video made me cry. There's a widespread investigation amongst JUCOs and small college athletic department. Is more that the need to ensure the student athlete safety, man. It's always a place above winning. My thoughts and prayers go out to Ethan and his family and teammates. No one can bring him back. But we can relate. We can create a safe environment for him in the future. One thing I love about, I know the big colleges got the big budgets, but when I watch, I happen to be up close and personal with the TSU basketball program. Anytime some kid got hurt, anytime, them people rushing to the floor, rushing, trying to say, wait, what you got hit? We got hit in the head. Whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, Mr. Hag, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. And over the holidays, I was thinking about something. I was thinking about. I saw this. And it's real, man. I'm just keep. But you know what? Before I go here, ladies and gentlemen, I saw. Hold up. Let me make sure I got it. Or did I put it on the screen? Hold on. I got something for y'all. I'm always having something for y'all. I'm always having something. My man just said, look, I'm not only, watch this. Hold up, y'all. I'm not only going to have Cyber Monday. I'm going to have Cyber Week. Hold up. Let me show y'all. I'm going to have Cyber Week. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let me rename this. Because when I think about how great of y'all see this shirt I got on? You see that emblem right there? That's this Anthony Lawrence collection. What's that? Oh, that's just hold on. I got some on this side. No, I ain't got no. It's on this side. But the man said, "Okay, it's just not enough." Cause somebody called me this morning, Robert. I couldn't get it. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. I'm gonna put the website up there for you. Hold on, y'all don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. No, It's Cyber Week. And now I'm gonna put the thing, I'm gonna put it in the feed. Let me find it. Go to this website right here. Let me see. Let me copy it and paste it in the feed so everybody have it. Anthony Lawrence collection should come on both sides. Should come on both sides. Should come on. Let me make sure. Yeah, I want both destinations. Yeah. Yeah, hold up. I'm gonna post it again. Tell me, Anthony Lawrence collection. Hey, y'all, Chop Shop. Go take care of your business. Find you some stuff. It's Christmas, Cyber Week. I got some of the gear, and somebody tried to see what's the shirt that I had on, the sweatshirt I had on yesterday. That wasn't part of Cyber Week. No, that's an exclusive collaboration. That's exclusive. You have to exclusively order that one, and that ain't on that's premium. That ain't on there. But go check out the website and see if it's something that you. A matter of fact, I saw. You know what? Let me see. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something. Let me try something that I ain't never tried on the show before. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna try this, right? I never tried this. See my stuff I got on my screen? Yeah. I'm gonna try something. Let's see. Let's see what I got. There we go. How do I do this stuff, man? I was gonna do something. I got to play with it. Oh shit. Okay, there it is. It popped up. Hold up. Yeah, I just wanted, I always like to mess with stuff, man. Let me see. Would it pop up there for me? Let me see. Watch this. Look at that. All right, watch this. It's the first time I ever did this on the show, y'all. Watch this. It should be able. There it is right there. Anthony Lawrence collection. Look. Look at it. I ain't never did this on the show before. All the stuff you can order. Let me see. Can I make it bigger? Let's see. Can I make it bigger? There you go. All right. Look. All these things you can get. Boy, you got in the Florida A&M people. Look at that. Look at all this stuff. Grambling. HBCU Pride. Oh, hold on. That's just first page. Hold on. Let me go to this. Hold on. Yo. I put it on. Hey, I've never did this on the show. Let's see. Let's make it right. Southern, boy, them people at Southern got so much stuff. Send them a gift. Look at the polo, the men's polo out there. Man, all of this stuff is on sale, y'all. It's the cyber sale on Cyber Week. See, don't never see. Hey, Anthony Lawrence collection is bad. Y'all, first time I ever shared my screen on the Chop Shop. First time ever. Y'all must be all right for me to do that. But what was I now do me a favor now. Let's go and support Cyber Week. Let's go and support. See, there's some stuff that we own and we control. But I saw something. And I know none of us like this, but I'm speaking to the next generation. I saw this, and it kind of troubled me a little bit. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna see what the boom boom room got to say about this. Cause y'all, you know, I want to see what y'all gonna say. But I saw this. Watch this.
Russell Wilson, I went to his house for Thanksgiving. The weirdest feel like he catered. So no, you know, like bro, I come from a traditional country ass black family.
We throwing down.
If I got as much money as Russell Wilson, my whole family would talk about me so bad if I ain't fly everybody out there for Thanksgiving. And I'm sponsored by an airline.
Yes.
Maybe he's not close to his family.
And maybe he not. But his mama wasn't there. Sisters wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even though, like, it's still weird to me. I'm just still, even if you don't food with your family, like, it's still weird to me on Thanksgiving. My family gonna do the food. This is what we gonna do. If you the one with the money, we coming to your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me
that part.
That's it.
That troubled me. Eric Harrison allows somebody to come in his house, trust him enough to come in his house. Share the show, everybody. This about to get good. Thanksgiving. First of all, Negro, why weren't you with your family? Why? Why? Why were you with your family? And you calling it weird? Russell Wilson's family, Trayvon Boykin, his wife and his kids, that's his family now. Have you ever went to a wedding and they have the unity candles? They blow the candles out, the two at the end, and light the one in the middle. That means y'all are one. Those other candles represent other family, the other family. Yeah, y'all my family, but this is my family. That old life, them two candles on the outside, that's your old life. When y'all light that one in the middle, that, and you know some of y'all ain't did that, but that's what it's symbolic of. But you wasn't with your family. And you calling him weird and he invited your black ass to his house? And I'm just tired of hearing Russell Wilson's and Ray and what's the name? Klay Thompson's names coming out of everybody's mouth. And it's hardly ever about their game. It brings out insecurities in a lot of men for some reason. It's kind of sick to me. Share this show, cause I want somebody to talk to me. Somebody might not agree. Trayvon, you're foul for this, man. Russell invited you to his crib on Thanksgiving, which is during the season when you literally had practice that morning. And this is the story that you chose to tell. And then you commit the ultimate violation when you bring up the kids. Jay Johnson, we talking about that dude Trayvon Boykins. Used to be a quarterback. He probably ain't in the league no more. Backup quarterback. And Russell Wilson invited him to his house, and he go talking about Russell's weird because his family ain't there. So you're airing them kids in his family now. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? You talk about the kids. When a man's open his home to you, feeds you, give you a seat at his table, chat, boom, boom, room, and years later you hop your little black ass on a podcast and do this? It didn't go how you thought it would, bro. There's no amount of money that should have had you doing that, man. What the hell wrong with you? That's why I don't let people come on here talking about people. You understand, Jay? Do you understand? That's why we need somebody. Guess what? That's why I be so mad when people don't share this show and like this show and build the algorithms up. Because then if your algorithms are, Somebody just text me. You follow me? Hold up. I'm confused. Somebody talk to me. That's why I need y'all talking. I'm confused. Who was supposed to be at Russell's Thanksgiving other than his family? Thank you, Jay. The man was with his wife and kids, Jay. Not everyone, every holiday with extended family. Russ is a grown man, a married father with multiple kids. That's his family. You the weirdo. You don't even realize you the weirdo, Trayvon. The bigger question is he's saying all of this and wasn't with his own family. Why wasn't he with his own family that day? Since he got the Thanksgiving rule book. Man, I wish I had somebody talking back to me today. The bigger question is, so Russell was nice enough to invite you into his home, and you go on a podcast and talk stuff about him? If his family wasn't around, that's his business. You're not obligated to spend holidays with your family, especially ones who did you dirty. What else happening out here before I go do my list? You know, I always want to talk about Shador. Y'all know I always. Y'all know, I got to tell y'all this. The Cowboys used to be the best NFL reality show going. But I believe the Cleveland Browns have overtaken them this season. Do y'all know the Cleveland Browns ain't won but 3 games? And I want to see them play. Who they play this weekend? Y'all, hold on. Let me see. Come on. Don't. You know. When I need you, internet, I need you to work fast. The Cleveland Browns next Sunday. Who they playing? They playing the Tennessee Titans. Can I give you some water, y'all? Y'all. Is anybody a doctor? Do we have a doctor? We got a doctor anywhere on the feed? If you do, email me at Chop Shop Htx. Hey, y'all. Talk to me. They play the Titans. Don't y'all know I want to watch this game? One team is, think about this. One team is 1-11 and one team is 3-9. And I can't wait to watch them. I really can't wait to watch. I want to see Cam go against his door. Can y'all imagine that? But, yo, the Browns backup quarter, Gillen Gabriel. When Gillen Gabriel was starting, Dion didn't say nothing. Bucky didn't say nothing. Nobody said nothing about Gillen Gabriel. But Dylan Gabriel, little snotty nose ass girlfriend, his fiance, her name's Zoe Caswell, she a TikTok model, took some shots at the Browns and Shador after the loss. Oh, what's wrong? And look what this old lady. Hold up, hold up. Hey, don't mess with Shador. Them damn CU, Colorado Buffalo aunties, them old black women. Look what she tell Jerry Judy.
Jerry Judy. I mean, what kind of fuck shit you on right now? Cause all that shit that you was doing, all on TV and all that shit there, going back and forth with shit, like, come on, what kind of fuck shit you on? Bitch, you ain't even reach for that ball, bitch. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck you got going on. Bitch, is you trying to embarrass somebody? Is you the ops right now? Cause baby, Travis Hunter would have caught that. I promise you that. Travis Hunter would have when he got that ball. You feel me? But all that there that you doing, all that you doing, all in my dog Shador face, bitch, what time is you on? Cause right now you definitely is the ops right now. Target is on you right now, baby. Target. And not to mention.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Let me give y'all some information. Because somebody called me yesterday and said, Robert, you can't leave that. You got to talk about this. We're talking about Jerry Judy. We're talking about the guy who got in Shador's face like this. His energy changed a little bit when Shador stood up and said, man, no, let me stand up. I don't like no dude stand up over here holler at me. Man, get on way more, man. You don't know what you're talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason I had to bring this, y'all got to understand I'm speaking to the next generation. That's why I tell y'all to share this show. Jerry Judy, you never had that energy for Joe Flacco. You never had that energy for Dylan Gabriel. So do not do this to Shador. Some people calling you a certified sucker. I don't like to talk about people like that. You want to act like this with Shador, but was on the best behavior with them other two dudes? Shador has had 2 starts. In those starts, Jerry Judy got 4 catches, but you dropped 2 passes, and then one of the catches you got, you fumble that one. Hold up, y'all. Let me show it to you. Man, y'all need to share this show. Where's fumble at? Watch this.
Browns. Off the play fake, he'll roll the pocket. He's been rolling it an awful lot today. He'll set up and throw, and he's got a man. It's complete to Judy. Inside Raiders territory, fumbled the ball. It's picked up by the Raiders.
Through 10 games with Dylan Gabriel and Joe Flacco, Jerry Judy had 28 catches with 8 drops. A lousy 2.8 catches per game average. And this is how he disrespects his quarterback. I'm sorry, Jerry Judy. You're wrong as hell here, man. And I got to tell you, you're not good enough to talk to another player like that. And them two, you never yell at any of the non-black quarterbacks you played with. You never yell at Bo Nix. You never yell at Dylan Gabriel and Joe Flacco. There is no reason for you to be this demonstrative. You're showing up this young man. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to say it. This is why I don't like this is why I don't play that on this show. It's an example of a black man not showing respect for a black man in power. The quarterback is the one that controls the getting the ball to you, fool. You gotta understand in corporate America, a lot of people do this to black men all the time in leadership positions. Barack Obama, he ain't from America. Check his birth certificate. He from Hawaii. Hawaii is America, dumbass. See, what I done found out, and y'all help me with this. Could it be that black men are only used to being led by white men and black women? Am I wrong here? I could be wrong. I just wish I had somebody to help me. I wish I had somebody. I could be wrong. Millions of viewers are turned on to watch the 3-8 Cleveland Browns team. That tells you all you need to know about Shedeur Sanders. He once had 6 million viewers up watching Colorado football game at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I was one of them. The Browns have their franchise quarterback. He will not be perfect. No rookie quarterback is perfect, particularly after 7 days of practice reps. But he is a franchise quarterback. I told y'all that a long time ago. A couple of great comments from Shedeur on what he need to do. And watch how mature this boy is. This young man is. Watch this.
It's about spending time. It's about spending time in those situations and being able to gauge, so all quarterbacks know you got to cut through the wind whenever you throw. So then at the same time you gauging the speed and time to distance and travel and everything. And I was just calculated off. That's all it was. It was just a miss. It was just a missed shot. So then when I missed that shot, I gotta stay on myself to keep shooting. Like as players and as teammates, we have to be able to gel with each other and be comfortable with each other in every situation. That takes time. That takes a lot of things. So, this team is not gonna be a microwave thing. We're gonna have sparks. We're gonna have here and there, but it's gonna take time to be able to develop that chemistry with everybody, to be on the same page with Jerry. Of course you want to be able to get on the ball, but you gotta understand it take time. I'm more of a trust person, and that's just what it boiled down to. So we have to spend time on task and with all those guys and be able to trust and be able to see things at the same lens. A lot of time out there, I would say, passing-wise, we're not seeing everything at the same lens, or guys, certain guys aren't in the same spot that
Jerry Jeudy, he don't know you yet. You've been working out with them other guys. And you want to... Jesus, take the wheel. Take the wheel from me. Then, I got to go. I got to talk a little bit about basketball because, y'all, I promised. We got to go here. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, I don't know what y'all watching. I don't know what y'all like. But college basketball and NBA basketball, to a guy been doing and watching this stuff up close for 30 years, y'all, I ain't never seen some of them guys who would have tried to go pro and they still in college basketball making college basketball better. But this 20 games, this 20 games, y'all, I told y'all we're going to revisit this thing. 20 games is 20% of the 82 game season. Right? Watch this. The person with the best record in the Eastern Conference is the Detroit Pistons, who just 2 years ago lost 28 games in a row and fired their coach. They 17-4. The number one team in the Western Conference, OKC Thunder, they 20 and wait a minute. They lost last night. So they 20-2. They said 20-1 right here. They lost last night, but they didn't put it in there. Y'all better update this thing. They lost last night. To Cooper Flag them beat them. Let me make sure. I said Cooper Flag though. Cooper Flag. Hey, Nico gone. I don't care about him no more. Well, oh no, I do. I like Kyrie. Let me take that back. I like Kyrie. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Yes. Mavericks beat. No. I'm sorry. The Mavericks beat the Nuggets. No. No. My bad. They 21-1. My bad. The Mavericks beat the Nuggets. I'm sorry. Let me get back to it. The Mavericks beat the Nuggets. Somebody help me. Now. Y'all, come on now. He said, we watched the Shop, and that's where we like. Hey, think about this, Rob. The Detroit Pistons, number one in the East, number two, the New York Knicks, 13-6. Miami Heat, you're right, Jay. Jay, my bad, Jay. Toronto Raptors, number 4, 14-7. Orlando Magic, 13-9. And Banchero been hurt. Mo Wagner been hurt. Cleveland, who got off to that hot start last year, didn't fizzle out in the playoff. They 13-9. That's the top 6. Ladies and gentlemen, Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks are 11-9-13. They lost 7 in a row. Charlotte Hornets, we know they weren't going to be good. Indiana Pacers. See, we knew Charlotte, Brooklyn, Indiana, and Washington Wizards. We knew they were going to be terrible. But the Chicago Bulls, 9-11. Philadelphia, 10-9. But what was your biggest surprise? The Lakers, to me, is my biggest surprise. They 15-5, and LeBron didn't play half the games. The Rockets, 13. They shouldn't have lost that game last night, playing around with them little old boys. Denver, number 4. San Antonio, number 5. Wemby is out. Minnesota, number 6. They 12-8. Phoenix Suns, Golden State, 11-10. Grizzlies, 9-12. Portland 12 Blazers, 8-12. Ladies and gentlemen, usually when you take a look at this right here, that 20-game mark, it almost tells you what's going to happen at the 82-game mark. I mean, we've been charting this thing for about 7 years. By the way, 7 years. Let me give y'all something. Watch this. Hold up. Wait a minute. I got something for y'all. It's for y'all. One more. Hold up. Watch this. This for y'all. Dudes, like Mike Tyson.
Vanderbilt. Hey guys, I'm about to get it from this mother. Look at right. That's
Those 2017. Just took me back, and they put it on Facebook, and I had to share it with y'all. A lot of y'all wasn't around then. That's when we was in a studio at KYND. The lady who you saw on there, the white lady, that's Tanya Benton Sampson now. She was one of the reasons why we had Women Rock Wednesday, because she come on Women Rock Wednesday, and I just wanted to share that with y'all because I thought about it. This Chop Shop been around, man. It took some transformation, but back to this Utah Jazz, terrible. Dallas Mavericks 7-15. The Clippers, man. The Clippers. I'm so disappointed in the Clippers. And they're gonna mess around and get Tyronn Lue gonna get fired. They ain't won but 5 games, man. I know that man said, that's what I got in trouble for. With you, Kawhi Leonard. Y'all, but you know when I was watching the NBA? I was watching some. And I ain't, I like him, but I ain't been talking about him as much as I used to. But I watched Barry McDonald, founded during the pandemic. Shout out to Barry McDonald. Hold up, this for Barry. Hold up, man. Barry, that's for you, boy. That's for you, man. He said, which lowly team would make some? I don't think it's going to be a lowly team. Just because, the reason I say it is, it usually pan out like it is now. I'm just trying to see it. Milwaukee Bucks could make a stand because they got Giannis. Golden State, if they get healthy, can make a stand because they 8th right now. They still in the playoffs. I ain't got no faith in Memphis at all. At all. And I used to be bullish on them. I'm just looking. That's it. Lowly team, I guess the team's out of the playoffs. I hope that's what you're talking about. Right now, Portland Trailblazers got the 10th spot in the Western Conference, and Chicago Bulls got the 10th spot in the Eastern Conference. And I'm just, man, y'all, we're going to take a look at it. Take a snapshot. Matter of fact, I'm going to snap this right now. I just snapped it. So, and I'm going to put it in my notes, and we'll have it for later at the end of the season. But y'all, I was sitting there thinking about the Joker, man, the other day. Oh, let me bring Jim in here. I was sitting there thinking about the Joker the other day. I got you, Jim. Y'all, I was watching this game. I watched a little film on Joker yesterday. He looks slow. Jimmy, we was talking about we're at the 20-game mark in the NBA, but he looks slow, but he plays fast. His passes are fast. And then I watched him. He can finish around the rim. And he always keep the ball high. He don't never bring it down. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you ever seen him in person, but he's big and wide as hell. And he can shoot a 3. Y'all, when Joker is, I know some people hate to say Joker one of them. He looks slow, but he plays fast. He think the game fast. I watched some passes the other day. I said, what the hell? But that's all. What's up, Jimmy? What you got?
Man, what we got? This shoot.
Man, I'm all over the place. But I just
up in there.
I went, I went a little Lane Kiffin. I gave him a little bit of should do. I gave him a look. The young kid. Have any coaches talked to you about the young man from Oklahoma, the junior college player who got hit in the head and then he died 3 days later, and they didn't attend to him on the bench? Did anybody mention that to you?
Nah,
Okay, all right. His
nah,
name Ethan
nah.
Dites, but I talked about that already. Talked about your boy Lane Kiffin and Russell Wilson. Talked about Russell Wilson inviting people. Be careful who you invite over your damn house for Thanksgiving, because these haters come in your house and you ain't go tell everybody about what's in your house. So yeah, watch them, y'all. That's a valuable lesson right there. Can't let it, but can't let it, can't let it.
He must he
Huh?
mustn't do he mustn't do good at the domino table.
I don't know what he did, Coach. He was just out of pocket.
He
He was
must
out. No, I think he
he
just
mustn't
got
do good
paid.
at the domino.
Somebody paid him to come on that thing. He thought it was going to turn out kind of good, but man, everybody turning against Trayvon. But he was a quarterback. He was a backup quarterback at that time. But
Yeah.
that's all, man. What else going on?
So man, we're grooving. It's of course it's Tuesday, and every Tuesday on RCS Sports, Doug Jones, he takes the liberty of posting an update on many of the college players from the area and how they're faring at their respective schools. Well, college freshmen. That's red shirt freshmen and true freshmen, and how they're faring thus far through the season on the Division I level. Like I said, I wish that for that more people would take the liberty of keeping us abreast on how many of these guys are faring at the non-Division I level, and the same likeness. But for some of these kids, I'll take you through some of them. I guess the ones that are average minutes per game, as we always say, is very, very important. That's one of the most important categories for a freshman, if not the most important as a freshman coming into the Division I ranks. And as it stands, there's a few of these young men who are averaging a few freshmen. I'm thinking about out of maybe like 5 of them that are putting up over 20 minutes per game at the Division I level. That is remarkable. I'm not sure that I remember the last time. Maybe it's probably been maybe 12 years ago. If that meant that we had that many freshmen logging those minutes at the Division I level. I know it's been about 10 years. I'm just saying. So Anthony L.J. Andrews at Texas Southern University. Remember, this young man had 0 offers going into his 12th grade season that he could have signed with. Legit, that's what I mean by offer. The rest of this stuff, they need to come up with another name for the rest of this stuff. Well, LJ is averaging 20 minutes a game at TSU. 20 minutes a game as a true freshman. That is awesome for him to be able to think about it. You're averaging 20 minutes games as a true freshman, and you can still go to your mama house and lay in your own bed if you want to that night. That's think about it. The man, family values. How about Dorian Hayes? I don't think there's a freshman out there that's averaging more from this area, a true freshman that's averaging more minutes per game than Dorian Hayes. He too, the well had went dry on his recruitment going into in the fall. And you understand, it kind of it hits differently when for the kids of former NBA players, because I can only imagine the pressure and the expectations that are on the sons of former NBA players as they're coming through the chute, 5th grade, 6th grade, and you get them up to high school, and because your dad's fathers, most of them are active and right there every step of the way. And this young man, his dad, man, tells you, and his dad is employed by the NBA in administration. He's in the room with whom? Who had what? The Golden State Warriors? I think that's what it
I
is.
forgot who he with.
I want to say Golden State Warriors.
I forgot.
Chuck Hayes.
Yeah.
And that's his father. But Dorian Hayes is averaging 29.8 minutes a game at UTSA. Let me tell you something. Once again, many of you guys, y'all plucked and kind of snickered. LJ Andrews played all his high school career and he got TSU and he's sweating. His jersey got to be washed after every game. At halftime, they need to throw his jersey in the wash cycle. Same thing for Dorian Hayes. Man, Chuck Hayes' son, you see where he going? He just going to UTSA. I thought he played for the Houston Hoops. Why he just going to UTSA?
Jim, I got a question. What kind of people be saying?
What you got?
What kind of people be even saying that? I mean, I don't hear that.
Well, they label they bundle them as haters. You don't see. They talk amongst each others.
On the chat room.
You
talking about it?
And text chat room, message boards, and text message groups and all that amongst each other.
Okay.
And so therefore, the only time you get a chance to hear it or see it, because there's always those. That's why it's funny with those text groups. There's always one that may not. Everybody don't like each other. Well, y'all think you do, whoever included everybody in there. Everybody in those text message group don't like each other. And every now and then, one of them is gonna take a screenshot and gonna show somebody what the other one said. One of them gonna forward something that the other one said. One of them it is undefeated.
Undefeated.
And it ain't the same one. I'm just saying, one just might do it on Monday.
Yeah,
it might be seven guys in the group. One pissed off and gonna give up some of the news on one guy. On Tuesday,
Coach, I be laughing at him.
And they all think that the stuff that the info is ironclad and nobody knows. So I'm gonna tell you guys something. Many of you guys, you watch me. Trust me, I'm a master at acting like I don't know. But I know most of the stuff y'all saying about me.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a professional. It ain't many better than me. Haller might be a little bit better than me.
Yeah, I'm good.
But acting like I don't know.
Act like I don't know.
But boy, and so sometimes every now and then, I might play with y'all and go stand around you and go sing and just watch you. Or I might watch you as you're coming through my door at one of my events and you look over at me like I'm supposed to wave your Negro ass in and say, come on in for free. No, you're going to pay to hate me. Or hate on me.
This is fun, man. This is fun.
Talk about they want to get it out there. Now, back
but that's
right
fun, though, Jimmy. You're telling the truth. But come on, you was talking about the kids, right?
Yes, the freshmen that are playing over 20 minutes. And guess what? That ain't the threshold. Really, to me, the threshold is 12. It's 10 minutes or more.
I thought it was 15.
Well, I mean, we had to lower the, remember, different types of like that.
Okay.
Because transfer portals and expect.
Okay.
So I think the bell curve has went down. If you're a freshman and you're getting 10 minutes a game, that means if you the way, no matter how you slice it up, in one of those halves, you've played through 2 TV timeouts. Or at least a TV timeout and a half. So how about it for Sebastian Williams-Adams?
Oh, yes.
At Auburn, 24 and a half minutes a game.
Yes.
And man, this is remarkable because
he can flat out play though, Jimmy.
Well, even on the Chop Shop, we didn't question whether he was going to play or not. I hoped he did, which he's doing. Yeah. But we questioned about him and Bruce Pearl.
Yeah, I didn't like the coach.
A year and some change ago, Bruce Pearl had went viral for some comments he said prior to the election. And black folk felt some kind of way. Let that be known. And trust me, I know that his parents both had been questioned, had to weigh that in put that on the triple beam and factor that into their decision. He's all laughing. What you know about triple beam? You went to law school.
What?
You went to law school.
I'm from Memphis, man. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm from Memphis, man.
That's Little Rock.
But keep going.
Anyway, so shout out Sebastian Williams Adams, know what that means? Regardless of who the coach, you pick the right program.
He did.
That means
I'm
it is
proud of
going
him.
because no matter what, the price done went up. The
Yeah.
bag done went up for him.
Oh, yes.
Whatever happens. So that means negotiating. That's what it means. Understand, guys, it's great to be rooting for the teams. It's great for teams to have success. But I promise you, every single parent on this list, they're watching for their kids. They're really not paying attention until their babies hit the floor. I'm watching them. I'm telling you. Some of them are rooting a little bit, but the rooting go to a whole different level when they baby hit the floor. They can be having a crossword puzzle on their lap while the game going on. You wouldn't know it. They could be sitting there playing one of them video games on the phone and playing dominoes or solitary. But when that baby hit the floor, all that go to the side. That means you really paying attention at your baby when he on the floor. I get it. And last but not least, Sheldon Henderson. Man, Sheldon Henderson could have stayed at Duke when he was committed to, and let the die, and he would have been, guess what, part of a program that probably would have been favored to go and win a national championship or be a contender, but at the same and been a role guy, or he made the decision to go follow Jay Lucas. And
made a hell of a decision. 24 minutes.
And go waste 24.1 minutes a game. And 11 points a game for him. Shout out to them, man. Great decisions from, and there's others, but those are just the ones, the lead on the top, the leaderboard is the ones I just mentioned, or that's averaging 20 points a game or more. And Cam Patterson is at TSU. He's a red shirt freshman. Cam Patterson, where he went to? Summer Creek? Yeah. And he's there. So then, know what you say for TSU? Like everybody say, man, they young. Yeah, they young. And so that means now, here's how you look at this stuff, or how I look at it. Is there a 12th grader that's unsigned in Houston that's better than LJ Andrews right now?
No, heck no.
Is there one unsigned that's better than Cam Patterson right now? What that means, if you say no, or if you don't say yes, that means that if a kid played either one of their positions, you wouldn't be able to play at Texas Southern next year because both of them are going to be sophomores. You see what I'm saying, guys? And people be looking at this stuff, how they look at it and they kind of, because on this show, the narrative changes about HBCUs. We're not going to let you just sit there and just try to slide the SWAC up under a rug like they're on the bottom for its budgets in most cases.
That's all.
But truth be told, I got an assignment for you. Kevin Freeman watching right now. Kevin Freeman, he one of the research. he part of the R&D.
Fell off, Jim. He done fell off, but keep going.
He fell off?
Yeah, he ain't good as he used to be. But
he part of the R&D. I call him part of the R&D for the Chop Shop in the
research and development.
Here's what. Johnny Jones at Texas Southern University.
Mm-hmm.
How many coaches in the Southland Conference you think is making more money than, or has a salary higher than Johnny Jones in the Southland?
Can't be many, especially after that last deal. Kevin Granger gave him a nice bump, but what you said, a nice bump.
Yeah. So budget-wise, TSU flies to several trips in conference.
Say it again.
TSU catches the plane to several trips in conference.
Yeah, all the time.
And yesterday they used to ride the bus everywhere.
Yeah.
That ain't so now.
No.
So budget-wise, understand, some of those schools may have it, just because you may have it in the kitty, that don't mean you living like it.
Jimmy, earlier I played a video of Charles McClellan talking about the state of the SWAC and how much money that they giving back to their schools at the state of, like at the Bayou Classic. They have a state, like a State of the Union, a hell of a speech. Y'all, if y'all go back early in the show, I played it as a 4-minute clip. Charles McClellan. I'm just give you a little bit of it, Jimmy. I'm glad you said that so people can give them some context. Where is
And
he at?
McClellan made a statement about the viewership for the
Yeah,
SWAC
yeah,
in football.
yeah.
Their viewership is more than this year than all of the football college games that's watched on ESPN. The SWAC TV channel has passed the viewership this year, and football season for the SWAC didn't start up to September.
Watch
And
this.
we're talking about the entire year for
Yeah,
ESPN football.
yeah, yeah.
That means
Not all of them.
for
It's just the FBS schools.
the FBS school.
FBS
I'm sorry.
school.
Yep, FBS school.
Yeah, not them
The
other
SWAC,
ones.
26 million, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly, reading
hold
that
on.
clip.
Just watch this. I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I'm gonna just play a little bit of it. So
Continue to want to highlight. We just finished our audit, and the revenue for fiscal year ending 25, we had a budget overall of $25,553,465. Now, keep in mind the SWAC, we have to generate all of that revenue. So you ask, what does that $25.5 million mean? We are and have the largest revenue of any FCS country in the nation. So when you start talking about who we are now the biggest and the baddest when it comes to the revenue generating. But more important,
I just wanted to make sure it's a 4-minute clip. Then he get to talking about the numbers you talking about. But
Yes. So that is awesome for the SWAC and sports. So we
awesome.
not brought the SWAC up because a lot of people,
Mhm.
you feel, some people out there, they feel and have been led to feel embarrassed when talking about SWAC sports. Like they're lesser than, like they're the fat cheerleader in this game. Because you don't want fat cheerleader back in high school, you don't really want to mess with the fat cheerleader unless you're doing your homework late at night. You don't talk to her much at school in front of all your boys. That's why I use it as the fat cheerleader theory. That's what they do with the SWAC school. So guess what? You go and look at in these programs, it's in basketball, man. You mentioned yesterday about Prairie View. Right? Prairie View, understand, almost don't count. You know, that was one of them Brandon songs back in the days. But guess what? Prairie View this year, they had beaten who's that? Who's that they beat this year? North Florida. They just they beat North Florida.
Come on, football or basketball?
In basketball. They beat
Okay.
North Florida.
Okay.
Byron B. Smith did. He beat North Florida.
Mhm.
And so there's a credible win. Alcorn beat somebody the other day. I don't know who it is. Right? Southern just beat somebody credible in basketball. Who does Southern just beat? I'm just saying, I'm just naming. These schools are racking up W's. Grambling plays Tulane tonight. That could be a W. These schools, you don't think they can beat Tulane? Not football. They're my basketball. They got a new coach.
No, they got my man from Georgia. He's still there.
But Bethune-Cookman, that was another close loss. They remember that
they got some killers.
at the beginning of the season. They went double overtime to Auburn. I think they took them and lost to Auburn at the down the stretch. But these schools are competing. These schools,
they compete.
They have lots of talent.
Oh, Alabama State beat UAB. That was the win.
That's I'm telling you, several of the SWAC schools have gotten W's in November, Adam. In November, non-conference, good quality W's.
Yeah.
Everybody got their share. Go look around. It's more than ever. And I think I'm going to go on the ledge and claim, maybe this is, you guys can check this stat out. I'm going to put it like this. This may be the first time in history that I think that 2 McDonald's All-Americans is playing in the SWAC men's basketball in the same year.
Might be Ruffin and my young fella from Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At Bethune-Cookman. I don't think there's ever been 2 McDonald's All-Americans playing in the SWAC men's basketball at the same time. That goes to show the elevated play. And Ruffin is over at Jackson State.
Hey, Jimmy, Southern beat Louisiana Christian, Jimmy, by 60. That ain't no bad.
No, that's not. I'm talking about credible wins. I'm not talking about who
No,
they beat. Ain't. We're not. So that's the only win Southern got.
No, they got a lot of wins. I'm just trying to go through this stuff. Boy, Indiana beat the hell out of Bethune-Cookman. Oh my goodness. Louisiana Tech beat the brakes off Alcorn State too. Southern beat Northwestern.
There we go. I knew they had a quality win the other day. They beat Northwestern in state.
Yeah.
That's
Northwestern
the
State. I'm talking about, excuse me, Northwestern State.
Up in Natchitoches. Yeah, right on the Cane River.
Yeah.
That's where you get the syrup from the yellow can. Where you get the syrup, the yellow can. That's good stuff right there. You mentioned Alcorn a while ago, and I'm trying to see.
Alcorn beat Indiana State, Jimmy.
I'm telling you that. I knew they had a quality win.
Yeah.
So people ain't paying attention to this, but guess what? The Chop Shop raising your antenna up. So now these teams, this swag. See, it used to be you would have one team that would get one of them types of wins in the it would be one out the whole swag. They go play all these money games, get a check, get the heads beat in, and you'd be happy one of them might get one of them win. Now there's a half dozen that can boast one of these non-conference wins against a higher budgeted school, meaning a win and you got a check. Because all these wins are on the road that we just talked about. Ain't none of them wins on their home campus.
Absolutely.
And you just mentioned a while ago, if I look in the magazine, and you guys haven't seen the magazine, this is it. Thanks for everybody who supported it. But toward the back of the magazine, there's a section where we have the schedules of all of the area colleges. All of the area colleges, we have their schedule. We have their home schedules. The home schedules in there, not the whole full schedule, but the home schedules. And TSU is playing Sam Houston State
Saturday
on December the 6th.
Oh, 4:00.
What you thinking? Make the call on that one? Who you going?
Man, I'm Tiger. I'm a Tiger, but I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Hold on. Is that your heart or your head talking? I'm trying
my heart, my head, my everything else. Johnny Jones ain't gonna let them boys up there, that big old white statue up there beat him. Hey, let me tell you something. TSU getting better and better and better. That's all I can tell you. They get better. That's right. Clyde did say Southern went at University of Washington, boy. Southern must be pretty dang good. Wesley Yates didn't beat them about 6 points, Jimmy, in overtime.
That's I'm not even counting the close ones, but we can throw them in there and think about how many of these teams.
Throw them in there.
It's like Prairie View just barely got nipped by North Texas.
They gave that game away. Prairie View gave that game away.
So now when you start seeing this should motivate you guys to want to see them. Because here's what I mentioned when I started off by talking about Texas Southern University. Johnny Jones has proven to you guys, to everybody, dispelled the myth, man. You're a freshman, and I'm just going now. Yeah, they 22, 23 years old. But what Johnny Jones has said is that, you know what? To hell with that. If I got a 19-year-old and he's good enough, I'm playing him at TSU.
And Johnny didn't have to say it. LJ came and took them minutes. Let me help you out, because LJ Andrews came and took them minutes. Johnny didn't have to give him nothing. And in Cam Patterson, he gonna try to shoot the cover off the ball every time he touches it. So those guys, they're freshmen. They're just, they're aggressive freshmen. I mean, and that's all you got to do, freshman, when you go to these schools. You can't go in there being tippy-toe. Man, hey, let me tell you something. But you're right. Johnny had to give him the opportunity. But let me tell you something. LJ, man. LJ got some move. Jimmy, that Dirk Nowitzki kick back the leg. When he in 2-3 years, well, shit, we got to watch it because if he keep doing that, somebody gonna snatch him. Somebody gonna snatch him. I'm just telling you. I just know how it is. He's that good. He's that good though. He is that good.
And man, so that's the thing regarding the SWAC. Hats off to all of those coaches and those programs, and because all it does is it proves that this conference is definitely going to be exciting this year. It's going to be a
Yes.
gauntlet this
Yes.
year. We thought it was initially going after the first 2 or 3 games. We basically had anointed Bethune-Cookman. It was, man, ain't nobody going. They're going to be the team. Bethune-Cookman going to get their ass tore off the bone
Jim,
with or without a McDonald's All-American.
Conference play is different from all of this other play. Conference play, where them coaches know everything you run, everything you think about running, and everything is a lot different, man. I've watched over the years, watched people have success and Jimmy. And the unique thing I love about the SWAC, what I hate about the SWAC and I love about the SWAC, everything you doing as a SWAC basketball team is gearing up to those 3 days in March. Them 3 days in March, Jim. All you got to do is go on a run those 3 games in March, win you 4 games in March, and that'll get you to the tournament. That everything that they do all year long is geared up to that. And that's the unique thing about those one bid leagues like this, because everything they do, all of this stuff they doing now, fine and dandy, collect your money. But you trying to put yourself in a position where those 3 games in March, when we're gonna be in Atlanta, Jimmy, fun. I was fun. I like Atlanta way better than I like Birmingham. But I just wanted to share that with you.
Yeah, and then of course, Freeman. That's another one. Jackson State beat Louisiana Lafayette last week. Ruffin in that game, Ruffin went bonkers down the stretch. Yes, I remember reading. I was reading through that about 2-3 days ago. I was reading through the play-by-play. Hell, he scored maybe the last 10 points in the game. Just and secured that win. That was a winner, and that was in Lafayette. And
you see where Mo Williams' son decommitted from it.
He decommitted?
Yeah, he decommitted from his dad.
Which one? He already got one son on the team. The other son,
one just decommitted.
What's the reason they say?
He just said he just decommitted.
Well, he ain't getting no allowance this week. That's for damn sure. So that's shit.
That man, you ain't lying. Ruffin went to work on them people.
Oh, he went to work, dude. Every basket he might have scored the last 10, 12 points for them.
Yeah.
I mean, and that mean that mean he couldn't. And it was crucial times in the game
when they had 4 turnovers though. He had 4 turnovers. Jimmy,
that's for the whole game. You mean for the whole game?
I just don't like guys that turn the ball over that many times.
Well, he ain't turning over during that stretch down there when it was money time. That's the thing regarding him. But and we switching regarding to high school basketball.
Okay.
TABC is that's normally the measuring stick for most, because they do their rankings in the season every week. Before the season, I gravitate towards the GASO preseason rankings because their rankings just are better for teams because they've seen more in abundance. They're the common denominators. The TABC rankings is like the Associated Press. It's a collection of high school coaches, and they're voting in, on what they feel is a collection as a group, and they're the representation of the entire body of the organization. But as it stands, Seven Lakes is number 2 in the state. Atascocita is number 4. So those 2 teams. Cy Falls, that's a team that they picked up a transfer at about 6'7" from out of state, and he's the difference maker for Cy Falls. So people didn't want them, and I called a hold to it, and I tried to get them in the Super 16, but I think Coach told me that he had something already out of town he had to be, and with family, and he would have came, and so That's why they didn't come. Normally, I try to at least teams that I think are going to be in that number. I try to get them in the Super 16 or get them in the season opener. And if I miss, I'll get them in the Hoops Giving Classic. So that was one of the teams that I definitely didn't see coming, but I didn't know they had. How was I supposed to know when I put that field together back in the spring that they were going to get a transfer over the summer? You get it, guys. So that is an asterisk. Pearland, I was on top of Pearland. I knew they was going to be solid. I knew they were going to be good based on what they had coming back, and based on how Bibbs played this past summer. And of course, Devin Brown's another kid over at Pearland. Katie Jordan, I didn't miss on them in regard to the Super 16, but I did fumble the ball on the season opener because Charlie Jones, we had him communication. That's his anniversary, always on that Friday, and I didn't think that he wanted to play. And so we talked about it, but they're back in next year for Katie Jordan, but they won the Super 16. So people that were paying attention to the high school season could have seen them coming. Now, the thing is, I'm going to tell you like this, Adam. One of the things that I'm not here to be friendly and try to uplift and talk. Bottom line with Katie Jordan, I've seen them in wins and I've seen them in losses. They're going to live or die by the three-pointer right now.
Jordan.
Katie Jordan, the team. They do a lot of movement on offense and they do a lot of options. They're going to pass that ball around, but they're looking, they open behind that line, they're shooting it. Now, the thing is, if the shot ain't falling, then they are vulnerable. If the other team is making them pay, meaning that if you're going to take a three and you're off and you're missing it, I'm going on the other end and I'm going to get a 2 or 1 or something or a 3 to make you pay for them misses. And that's what a lot of teams have done. Well, not a lot. 2 teams have done in those losses for Katie Jordan.
So this is the team with Isaiah Wright on, right?
Yes, and he's Isaiah Wright is playing. Isaiah Wright is still an integral part of that system. But here's what I like about Isaiah Wright. He's not trying to be hero on this team. That means a lot to me because he could have, you were a hero in middle school. You come in this system on a team that just went to the state championship, had to replace damn near everybody. And he's an option. He's a role guy. He's igniting the offense mostly. He's dictating things, but he's not option number 1 right now.
Okay.
And that's good for his game because guess what's going to happen when he gets to college, Adam? What option you think he's going to be? He's not going to be option number 1 wherever he goes. So therefore, you're playing a role that you never had to play because wherever Isaiah Wright has played at, he's been option number 1 or option number 2 year round, wherever team he's played on. He's been that guy. And when you can see a kid in the 9th grade make a transition over to play wee ball instead of me ball, that's a great sign, especially when you're 6'3" and you're long and you can handle the ball. There's things to come for this young man. Now, you got Hightower. I didn't see Hightower coming at all. I didn't even give Hightower the time of day. How do you ask me about 2 players from Hightower yesterday? Right now, they ranked number 20 in the state. Guess what? It don't matter who they played or who they beat. Somebody feels that good about them to jump them over 4 other teams and put them at number 20 in the state, in the entire state.
Could it be because one of the kids, Stacey Augman?
No, not at Katie, not at Hightower.
Yeah.
That's the kid at Cy Park.
Oh, that's the kid at okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So Hightower was at number 20. Summer Creek is at number 22. Summer Creek, I can speak on them real quick. I've seen them. Summer Creek, Adam. Summer Creek has probably had the highest turnover of coaches over the past 10 years of any of the so-called playoff powerhouses or the playoff teams, perennial playoff teams in the area. It's rough over there because the parents, many of the parents have been led to believe that all of their babies are Division One prospects, and it's hard when they're trying to get it out the mud, and you know, but this team, if they probably just need a trip over the holidays. One of the 2 or 3 of the leaders of the team get the team together and they go to the movies, go to Top Golf, go to the park where there ain't no games at. They can just sit there and just play, play some checkers, domino, play kickball, whatever. Just go and bond and start to believe in each other. And that's what I think can be the difference for Summer Creek. And I just leave it at that. Grand Oaks is at number 23. Grand Oaks, they were Grand Oaks, I think was preseason or when the season started. They had them listed, I think, in the top 10 in the state. It's leveling off. Now, mind you, the young kid Trey Pinkert, he suffered an injury about a week and a half ago. Took a collision and kind of tweaked something in his neck or back and or shoulder up in that area. So the last couple of games may have been without him, but Grand Oaks has a huge tournament coming up out of. They sent me a schedule, and it must be it ain't on my desk, but I've seen it and it looks pretty good. Doug, somebody's watching. Is that tournament this weekend or is it next weekend? The Grand Oaks tournament. You guys let me know that. Also, their number at number 23. Number 24 is Dickinson. Of course, I've seen Dickinson coming. They're going to be gritty. Troynell Bell is the player to watch. He's 11th grader for them. And, of course, Humble is at number 25. I saw Humble coming. I had Humble in the Super 16. I had Humble in the season opener. And Humble took Beaumont Westbrook took them to overtime. They lost to Seven Lakes and Beaumont Westbrook by a combined less than 5 points. That's how good Humble can be. They're in the district with Atascocita. They're in the district with Summer Creek. They're in the district with North Shore. That district is fire once again. But C. King could be the odd man out in that district this year because Humble is going to probably beat Summer Creek one time. And that district is on fire. And don't discount North Shore. Whatever you've seen from them, therefore, they got 2 players, 1 starter for sure, maybe 2, that are still in football for North Shore. So that's once again, 1 starter, maybe 2, that has yet to even suit up with North Shore. And they're solid. They just got to find a way to win close games. Find a way. And Stephen Woods, he's a tactician, the head coach. And so that once they believe in them, it takes time for you to trust. You got to realize, man, a lot of these young guys have trust issues. Think about how many men have came in and out of their lives, telling them this or telling them that, and are they gonna be here for them all the way? And next thing you know, another man and left because you switched to summer team and you gone over here, and now that guy don't love you no more or not talking about you no more on social media. And so now these kids out here have supreme trust issues. They don't believe a lot of the stuff that you guys say to them. They don't trust a lot of y'all asses. And guess what? In many cases, it's rightfully deserved. But they still young men. And I go to clock on the wall right there. And just gotta give them time. So that's going through the state rankings. Oh, how the 5A. Beaumont United is number 1. Beaumont Westbrook is number 5.
Wait a minute.
I know
Beaumont
what Il's going to take.
United is number 1, and Beaumont
Westbrook is number 5
in the whole state.
And guess what? In district, they're in the same district, right? But one of them, they could, in all likelihood, they could go Division 1 and Division 2. And that means both of them could, for the first time, they could have 2 Beaumont teams at the UIL state tournament for the first time in history. If they could. Now, I'm quite sure some other teams have something to say about that, like Thurgood, Marshall, and Iowa, I think was it Iowa Colony or Randall, something like one of them It's one of them, both of them 5A or 4A. But anyway, I have something to say about it. But here's what I want to tell you guys. Pay attention. Saturday, the Beaumont tournament, the YMBL takes place this weekend down in Beaumont. If you've never seen a game down there, I'm going to give you a reason to get on the road Saturday afternoon. Here's what you got to do. Beaumont United and Beaumont Westbrook could play each other on Saturday in the championship. They could meet up in the championship. And that would be 5 p.m. on Saturday. But we won't know until 2 o'clock. So you gotta be have your feet on, have your car gassed up and ready. If you're gonna make that roll, they could, because they both the semifinals is at 11 o'clock and 12:30. So you don't know until the 12:30 game is at least halfway over. So around about maybe 1:30, 1:15, you'll have a feel. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm definitely going down to Beaumont to see that game. It will be at Beaumont United High School Saturday at 5 o'clock. It's a good atmosphere. And it's always good to go down there and support and see the good folks in Beaumont ISD. We went down there a couple of years back, maybe 6, 7, about 8 years ago. No, less than that. 2017, 18? The flood.
Talking about when we
went down there
yeah,
with
17.
the
That was 17 one.
Yeah. It's always good to go down there. So remember, guys, mark that date. Now, I'm going to tell you something. On paper, these teams have met in the championship a few times in this tournament. But there's one team that could mess this whole thing up. And if so, Beaumont is going to hate that they put them in this tournament. And that is Cy Springs.
Yeah. Cy Springs beat in one of them events out there at the they played against them, didn't he? Yeah.
In what?
At that event you had out there at the Fox and them gym.
Oh, at the Super 16.
Yeah.
At the Super 16.
They played against each other.
So this is a little rematch.
But my young fella didn't play. Hold on. Young fella.
Elijah Garrett didn't play. Elijah Garrett didn't play.
Yeah.
Big difference. Right now, Elijah Garrett could be, he's playing it. He's doing what he's supposed to do to claim that spot of that being that dude. That's what that dude's supposed to do. Every night. Now, he looks shaky on the season opener, but I give him an asterisk. That's his first regular season, first organized game in since the state tournament. He didn't play in any game, and he won that. He was MVP of that game.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah,
and he won that game when he was shaky in. Who they played in the season opener?
I forgot.
Team from San Antonio team, I think.
No, did it? I don't remember. I don't remember.
Anyway, that's pretty much it. You guys, I say he rolling. I'm going down there. If anybody's going down there, I'll show meet you right there on I-10 and save the drive at Papados or something right there on I-10 and hop right on up in there and go on to Beaumont and get the other Papados on the way back. I'm going down there. If anybody driving down there on Saturday, let me know. Don't call me at 2 o'clock. I will have it figured out by then. You got to let me know on Saturday morning if you planning on going to Beaumont. Even if you ain't got to, if you plan on going, period, just let me know. I'll let you know if I'm gonna hop in or not. You dig? So I want to see that. It's nothing but remember yesterday, Howard, I talked about energy. When them two teams play each other, they want a piece of each other's ass. Westbrook and United, they giving you their vibes. That's like, you don't get that often in Houston. So when you get opportunity to go see it, you want that. You want that. And old Ron Jackson, the AD, he just sit there with his arms folded and he just sit there and count. Because guess what? They all, at the end of the day, they all going to love each other the same at the end of the game. That's how it's supposed to be. Going to leave it in the court. I don't remember the last time in them teams had a squabble. They have some good smack talking, but it ain't really. It ain't nothing. They know how to control it, and it ain't ignorant. Like
Yeah.
good folks.
Yeah.
I like that.
And they got, you
I
know,
like
from what I see, I mean, you know, gonna always be some outliers, but they got respect for each other. That's different. I'm gonna respectfully
Yeah.
beat your. Yeah, they got. You know what I'm saying? They got that kind of. That's what I see, and I'm on the outside looking in. But
And I want to see Peyton Jones. I want to see Peyton Jones
I
for the
tell
first
you
time.
what, y'all, because I wasn't
Going
gonna
up
commit.
against Elijah
But-
Garrett, man. I want to see that there.
But I'm gonna be ready to go. I'm gonna be ready to go. If that happens, I'm gonna be ready to go. I don't know. I might go early. I mean, I might. So you saying so if you're leaving 2, you got time to get there. That's what you saying?
It don't take but an hour and 10 minutes,
Man,
hour
that
5
little
minutes to get
raglan
there.
one ass had that little bit of highway, man. Come on.
No, you go Highway 90 then. You go either way. Either way. Highway 90 is the old Beaumont Highway. You can be coming down I-10 and it's got Liberty on it. You hit that thing, come on around and you go
Somebody
straight on
told me
down
that
there.
one time. Okay.
Yeah, either way. Choose your weapon. You know, but that game is worth. Okay, look at it like this. If you guys, some guys that they be thinking they get institutionalized by just hearing the word Beaumont and thinking like it's farther than what it really is. From Sugarland to Beaumont ain't much difference than going from Sugarland to the Woodlands.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, come on, Jimmy. Hell,
Well, let's say we'll say
miscalculated. You miscalculated.
We'll say Conroe. Well, that's right. You can go Highway 6 that way. We ain't gonna take Sugarland. Let's say LaPorte. So we'll go 2 crossway from LaPorte, or let's say Deer Park to Beaumont.
Man, y'all gonna make me come out of there
and take Sugarland to Atascocita, right? Or Sugarland to Baytown. Same. That's the same, or similar. That's more comparable.
You know what?
You guys get what I'm saying.
You see, y'all, boy, if them two, so what? How we gonna know? So how we gonna know who won the game?
Doug Jones gonna be sitting right there.
I'm gonna call. I'm gonna say, man. Then I'm gonna just say, yeah, I might do that. I might do that a little bit. Woodlands to Galveston, that's a good one. Woodlands to Galveston.
You think so? No.
Woodlands to Galveston?
Woodlands to Galveston ain't Beaumont. No, that's further.
45,
that's further.
45.
That's further than downtown. That's further than downtown Houston to Beaumont.
Man, I don't know, man.
If you go to Woodlands and go in the Galveston.
You know what? When I go to Beaumont in that area right there, I don't even look at the time. I just drive and talk on the phone about 2-3 times, and then I'm there. Hey. I'm there.
Hey, man! I'm. You know what? I can't. Cy Springs could win that whole tournament. Don't y'all get this? They could beat both of them.
I'm glad. Say it again. Say it again now.
Cy Springs could end up beating Westbrook and Beaumont United.
Guess what I'm gonna do?
This weekend.
I'm gonna splice that out and send it to. I'm gonna splice that out and send it to Elijah.
I say they could on the same day within a 3-hour gap. They could beat both of them. Yeah. Don't get it twisted now.
I mean, they got.
However, this is their first time having to play while not sleeping in your own bed. Everybody can't perform. That means your routine is broken. That means now, because they're out of town, they're going to spend the night down there at the Elegante, the hotel down there. That's the hotel right across from the Papados. Elegante.
Man said Elegante. I don't even know no hotel.
That's it. Elegante. And they just sent me the stuff. They got the rates down there. Everybody want to go and spend the night.
Hold on.
They got
the rest, hold up. The hotel name Elegante.
Elegante.
I'm not
sitting
staying
right there on the
Elegante.
freeway. You pass right by. It's right across from the Papados. Ain't but one Papados in Beaumont. And it be jumping down there too. It be jumping. They always have crowd fingers in that one. Everyone in Houston is hit and miss, but that's the ticket, man. We got to make sure, guys. If you haven't shared the show, share the show right now. Share the show. Michael Jordan got the numbers for us, Al. He got the numbers for us. He say I-45. I-45.
Hey, Jimmy, Jimmy, you can stay in that hotel all you want. Cause my partner just said, Hannah, that hotel is trash, like Bubba Dub.
That's all they got, man. Leave them alone. That's all
Man,
they
let's
got.
get out of here, man.
Hey, man. Hey, that's all they got, man. I mean, leave them folks alone, man. Let them folks live down there, man. It used to be old Crown Plaza back in the days, I think.
Elegante. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. But I'm out of here, man. We'll see you. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah. We gone.
I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. I'm out of here. Elegante. Elegante got me today.